Okay, so it's been about 7 to 10 days, and I've done nothing at all to this mushroom kit. I just have water on the plate. I put the humidity tent over top. It did accumulate some moisture on the tent because of the water that's on the plate, but other than that, I haven't done anything. I just let it set. So what has happened, after about 7 to 10 days, you're going to see if the conditions are right, the mushroom will start to pop out. We ask that you wait until it's roughly about the size of a large marble before going on to the next step. Here's the lion's mane poking out. Get a good look at it. When it gets to be about this size, we need to start raising the humidity so it gets nice and large. So what we want to look for at this point, do we have mushrooms growing inside the bag? Because that will take away from the size of this mushroom here, and we just happen to have mushrooms growing inside this bag that I would actually like to remove. If we can keep the mushrooms from growing inside the bag, we're better off, because they don't have the right CO2 and they may come out very bitter, and we don't want that. So I want to show you what's going on inside this bag. As you see here, there are mushrooms growing inside the bag, and we definitely want to remove those. This is a very simple process. We're going to carefully cut underneath where it has been sealed to open up the bag, and with clean hands, my hands have been cleaned, we're going to reach down in there and gently pull these mushrooms out. See? Now we're going to fold this down very tightly, and I like to tape it down just so it doesn't fold back up. Chances are it's going to be a little wet, so we'll dry that off a bit so we get a good tape. Let's just take a little bit of my box tape here. I'm going to tape it down just like that. Water's on the plate. We have a mushroom that's the size of a marble. Now it's time to get this really growing. So now with our water bottle, we're going to spray it inside here, get it nice and damp. We're going to put this back on. Now, because water will run down, you may want to consider putting a towel underneath your plate, mostly if it's sitting on wood or something like that, and this will keep whatever it's sitting on. If it gets wet, it doesn't get ruined. Now, your job is to make sure that this tent stays moist at all times. It doesn't matter if it's only once a day or 5 times a day. If you walk past and you don't see moisture on this tent, you need to spray it. Okay, you want to spray it before all the moisture's gone. That's ideal. But because there's water on the plate, hopefully it doesn't ever get to the point where it dries out too much and can ruin your project. When the mushroom pops out, sometimes it will turn a pinkish color. Don't be alarmed, okay? That's normal, and as it grows, that pinkish color will go away, okay? Sometimes as it is matured, it might start to change color like a pinkish color. Still not to really be concerned.